there's no more to play.
We are Stanley Baxter.
Good evening. After I'd done before the fringe, I felt the teensy-weensiest twinge of sad regret that it was through, and hoped they'd find me something new. Why not, I asked in tones serene, do likewise for the silver screen? Well, they agreed without much fuss, and so with comments fatuous, I'm here to link the show for you, a sort of intimate film review. As the oldest inhabitant of Brighton next to the Prince Regent, I've chosen for tonight's little soiree something that delighted me in my local flea pit during the war, when Britain was what is known as taking it, and everyone went around doing the most unspeakable things with bombs and tin snook. Here's dear Noel in that epic of wartime rationing, In Which We Starve.
Men, and I think I know every one of you well enough to call you men. Men, this war isn't going to be very pretty. In short, it's going to be a long and bloody business, and we're all going to be absolutely beastly to one another. When you return from this spell of leave you've all needed so terribly much, we'll be united together again in a common band. And I don't mean Ivy Benson. I mean you, as common a band as I've ever clapped eyes on. We've been through some horrid times together. There was that ugly business on the last trip when able seaman Attenborough nearly wrecked the show when he lost his nerve and started overacting. But the rest of you equipped yourselves like men. You're all good fighting men. Rotten at fighting women, but good fighting men. Now, I can't make rash promises. War is not funny, but I can't help that. I didn't write the war. That's all, men. I know that you're all anxious to get home to your loved ones, your wives, your sweethearts. So, carry on.
Number 2, Section C, Cadet. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray!
Try to make it through. Say you love me too. Someday I'll find you again.
Oh, Julian, that was awfully nice.
Yes, wasn't it?
Sometimes I think the war, our war, is awfully nice.
Here in Peacehaven, the sheer ghastliness seems so terribly far away. We've been lucky here, Amanda, damnably lucky. I often think those German aeroplanes show a healthy respect for the British Navy. They wouldn't dare drop one of their horrid little bombs on this house.
No, especially since you painted that enormous swastika on the roof.
Won't it be unspeakably exquisite when it's all over? No more ration books, no more sirens, nothing, absolutely nothing to fear except perhaps the occasional post-war revival of bittersweet. Just imagine, our little Jimmy will be able to sleep in his own little room again.
Yes, it's absolutely frightful the way he leaps into Nanny's bed every time the siren goes.
Yes, and he's nearly 27. What about Mac? Did he make a ghastly scene when you took him to the railway station?
He was absolutely horrid. I tried explaining to him that he had to be evacuated, but he just sat on the platform and howled.
How deplorable. He's not a child.
No, he's a wire-haired terrier.
Wasn't that lovely? Time has not changed, nor custom soured the endless appeal of Noel Coward. Come home from abroad, dear Noel do, with love from the Inland Revenue. And now, before I'm absolutely transported by the poetic muse or moved on by a policeman, let me tell you about the lovely people you'll be meeting next week. I'm including a scene from one of the road films with Bing, Dorothy, and Bob. This delights me beyond words because I knew all three intimately, Dougie Bing, Dorothy Dixon, and Bobby Howes. And so until these strains herald another edition of Before the Telly, good night. And gin and tonic, please.